use the controller options to move the zombie hunter with the buttons. So if I just restart and I'm using my A and B buttons, I can move my zombie hunter around the screen and try and catch these enemies. Then I win points. And you'll notice I've set the zombie hunter to stay in screen, not to bounce on the wall, but to stay in the screen, and turned that on so that if I hit an edge, even though I keep pressing the button, it doesn't take me off. Now what I need to do is set it so that if I overlap one of these, I destroy it. So under the loops, if you go down to and you find the forever loop. So forever, whenever this happens, whenever there's an overlap, something is going to happen. So do you notice as I was kind of walking, I'm talking in my mind about what I want the program to do. If my sprite catches an enemy sprite, if that sounds like logic. There we go. If something, then something happens. So that's what I'm going to have to use. If zombie hunter catches enemy 1, then something must happen. And I'm going to need 2 of those because I've also got a second enemy. But what about this true? True just means, well, if it's there. Well, if what's there? Well, exactly. Things will always be true if I just say if true. So I need to go into my logic. No. It's under sprites. I just remembered. And I've got to find something about destroying an enemy. It says destroy my sprite. I don't want that. Ooh, my sprite overlaps with other sprite. So I just pop that in here. So if my sprite, and I'll just change that to zombie hunter, overlaps with enemy 1, then something's going to happen. And I could just duplicate that for my second one. If zombie hunter overlaps with enemy 2, then something happens. Well, the something that happens has got to be something about destroying the sprite. So I go back on the sprite menu. There we go. It says destroy my sprite. Well, I don't want to destroy my sprite. I want to destroy enemy 1. So if it overlaps with enemy 1, it will destroy enemy 1. And I can duplicate that one and destroy enemy 2. And if I run it, let's just test that. Let me overlap, and you'll notice as I caught it, it disappeared. That's working. I can add some little niceties. So I can have a spray effect. So let's just test that. I didn't see a spray effect. Let's try not spray, but maybe fire. So there we go. There's a little kind of fire thing going on there. So that one goes down in fire. Maybe this one goes down in trail. So let's test that. I didn't see the trail there. Not being able to move my... Okay, well, I think you get the idea. And that's all that's needed for task 3. So save that project as task 3 and upload that. We've got 2 enemies and we can destroy them. Next time we're going to have to add some points.